Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. Decided to pull out the beautiful Mini GT Shelby hauler. I think this one's gone up in price a little bit more on the rare side now. But I picked it up when it came out. Love this thing. It's so cool. But anyways, pulled that out today. You guys already know what we're looking at, but for anybody that is blind and didn't see the thumbnail, got a couple Mustangs today. So this one right here, pretty recent release. In fact, both of these are pretty recent, but this is the Shelby GT500 Dragon Snake concept in black and gold, number 1130. This livery is actually based on a real car, I believe. One of the old Shelby Cobras. But yeah, in that black King Cobra livery. I'll put a picture of it up on screen once we get it unboxed. But this is the Ford Mustang Mach1 in grabber yellow, number 1139. This is the third release of the Mustang Mach1 that we've gotten from Mini GT. I did pull out the first two releases. I did not pull out the previous releases for the Dragon Snake. I think I have two of them. I think I have the black one and the fuchsia one. And then I know there was also a yellow one and a blue one. I think that was it. So this is, what does that make this, number 5? There might have been another one. This is either number 5 or number 6 of this car. So we probably won't see too many of these, but I really like how they kind of do like throwback colors and liveries for it. But anyways, the two other colors for the Mustang Mach1 was just this regular release in red. This actually made my top 10 list for 2025. Such a good casting. It is just phenomenal. And then we also got the James Bond one, which the James Bond line itself was in my top 10. But this one was super cool. I love the wheels on it. Just super, super dope. I actually watched the movie recently too, Diamonds Are Forever. I've been watching a James Bond movie pretty much every night. I'm trying to work through them all. I think I've got like 7 or 8 movies left. Making progress. The cars in these movies are just phenomenal. So more appreciation for the Mini GT line, that is for sure. But anyways, we'll jump into it. Let's look at this Dragon Snake first. I feel like it's been a really long time since any Dragon Snakes came out. I don't remember when the last one was, but I know it's been at least a year, maybe even longer. But it's a pretty good casting. I think at one point I had them all, like I had been collecting all of them. And then I did like a thinning down, a spring cleaning type of deal. I think I got rid of a couple colors. Maybe I didn't buy them all at launch. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I sell stuff and then I regret it. This is kind of one of those castings that like I kind of regret selling them, but at the same time, I kind of don't, because like I have my favorites of it so far. Like this one and the fuchsia one are my two favorites for this one. But then just for the regular Shelby GT500, they've done a bunch of cool colors for that. And they released one that was in like it was like a light blue metallic. I don't know what the actual paint was called. And for some reason, I didn't ever end up buying that one. And I kind of regret it now because it's a really nice paint. I should probably go back and buy it. But anyways, yeah, sometimes I don't know, sometimes I just regret getting rid of stuff. But anyways, not the point. We're adding one to the collection today. But anyways, Ford licensing on the back as well as Shelby. So you've got the Ford sticker and then the Shelby license there. These are both going to be left-hand drive. There's the information there. Love the Shelby logo on the side of the box. Super cool. But anyways, here it is. So like I said, it's been a long time since we looked at this casting. We have looked at it before, though. But kind of like I don't know if you call it a gimmick or like the design of the Dragon Snake concept is that it has this really massive rear wing that's kind of flush with the boot. And it's got a couple little supports on the back end right here. That's kind of the gimmick with it. I don't know what else is different. Obviously, this is a Shelby GT500, so this is like insanely fast, insanely high power. But aside from that, they tend to do like some throwback liveries. They usually have the little logo on the back panel right here. And it's they usually all kind of mean something, and it's like a throwback to the real car. I said I was going to put a photo up on screen. Here is the throwback livery. I have noticed that it seems like the actual liveries and colors that Mini GT does for this Dragon Snake concept don't always exist in real life. I remember having a really hard time finding actual photos of them, but I'll try to find a photo of a Dragon Snake in whatever color I can find. If I can find, I don't know that this livery and color scheme actually exists with the gold on black, with the King Cobra. If it does, obviously I'll show that. If not, I'll show something different. But yeah, I really like how they throw it back. Like I said, I think that one was a Shelby GT500 in like a black and gold color scheme. So this is kind of like an homage to that. It's a really nice casting. Mini GT's always done a pretty good job with these Shelbys, and this one is no different. So you've got the big King Cobra on the side, and then it's got the little crown in gold and blue right above the K. It's got that little CD2 in that yellow diamond right there. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Probably has something to do with the original Cobra. And then above the front fender, NASCAR National Record Holder. So that must be what this King Cobra, that old King Cobra, Shelby Cobra, must have been famous for. It must have been a record holder. So that's kind of cool that they put that above the front wheels. I do like that. And then, again, there's a little logo at the back. Usually they always have something to do with a snake. Obviously, that's like the whole thing with this. But it says Motion Performance Incorporated right there in gold. So pretty cool. And then the thing that I really liked about this one was the gold top on it. So it's a really nice, like, kind of like a matte metallic gold, and it looks really good. It goes all the way from the front pillar all the way back, and then it's got a little bit that goes around the bottom of the rear window. So I really like that. Cool color scheme. Aside from that, it's just glossy black, but it looks nice. Love the venting and whatnot that's on that front hood right there. And then there's all the detail at the front. Headlights are nice. Looks like there's a little bit of detail back in that housing. Nothing too crazy, but it looks good. And then, of course, that little Shelby logo on that front grille is a separate piece, but it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good indeed. And then the little lights down here, just silver painted on. But the front grille detail looks nice. Black interior, as per usual with Mini GT. Rubber mirrors. For anyone new to Mini GT, these do roll very well. They've started to actually grease their axles with some sort of like blue grease, which has made them roll very smoothly as of late. The wheels on this are awesome. They look like they're in a gunmetal gray on this one. It's a little hard to tell contrasting with that black. But then they have the gold center dot in there, which is really nice. The wheels look good. Obviously on the rail car, I think there probably would actually be like an air gap in between, like in the middle of the spoke. But I feel like at the scale and the price, they did a pretty good job with that. The wheels aren't super, super thin. You can see a little bit of the tread on the sidewall. Overall, pretty good look. There's the base. All metal, of course. And then this is a 2019 Ford Mustang used under license. So 2019 is the year on it. That's one thing I do wish they would start putting on boxes. Is I wish like every car, either on the front or they can just put it like on the back right here. Just put the year of the car. I feel like that's just a nice information to have. But anyways, here's the back again, this massive lunch tray of a wing on the back. But one thing I've always liked about these Shelbys is they do a really good job with the taillights. They're all acrylic. They've got nice texture to them. They usually always just look really good. Big Shelby logo in the back with Ford Performance license plate. Quad exhaust in silver with some nice muffler detailing on the underside. And then some auxiliary taillights down here, as well as some grille details. So very cool. Like this one a lot. The Dragon Snake is really cool. Even if you're not really into like American stuff, which I can't say that I'm not an American fan. Obviously, I have this back here. Obviously, I like American stuff somewhat, but I'm not like the biggest muscle car fan ever, but I do think this stuff is pretty cool. I tend to gravitate towards older muscle more than the newer modern stuff, but the Dragon Snakes are really cool. Like if you don't have one of these, I definitely think this is one of the better ones to pick up just because I really like the theme on it and the homage to the old one. But anyways, moving on. Again, number 1139 on this Ford Mustang Mach1 in grabber yellow. There's all the stuff on the back again, Ford licensing with that holographic sticker. And then left-hand drive. Love this casting. This one is so nice. I hope they do some other like unique colors because I know for some of these old muscle cars, especially Fords, I know they have a lot of really rare and interesting colors that they used back in the day. So I'm hoping that we see some like really cool like rare specs / colors for these. So I will say this yellow doesn't show up quite accurate on camera. It is a little bit lighter in person. It's definitely not quite as vibrant as you see on camera, but either way, on camera, in person, the paint looks really nice. It's just a nice glossy yellow. Love the black detailing on it, the black pinstriping. Well, I guess that's not really pinstriping. That's more of like a race stripe going down the side. Love the black skirts and like rear and front valences. Like this front lip down at the bottom just looks so good on that this Mach1. They did such a good job with this casting. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't picked one of these yet, I highly recommend one of these two, the red or the yellow. They're both awesome. Just kind of up to you. If you're into James Bond, definitely pick up this one too. Those chrome wheels with the white wall tires are just so sick on that one. But anyways, really nice tire printing. I like that they did that for this. The Goodrich radials, super awesome. One of my buddies told me the name of these wheels. I forget. I should have gone back and looked, but awesome wheels. They're done in chrome. And then you'll notice that there's actually like a little bit of black in between the spokes, which at first, before I knew what the actual wheels were, when we reviewed this red one, I thought that was maybe just because they couldn't actually do the gaps in between the spokes, like they just couldn't make it happen. But that's actually how the real wheel looks in real life. It actually does have like some black in between with like these those little I don't even know what you would call it. You can see like there's a little bit of like a oval like texture in it. That's actually how the wheels look. So Mini GT did a really good job at replicating them. And yeah, it's just awesome. Love the louvers on the rear window. That's done in plastic, but it's like a matte black. It looks really nice. And then, of course, all the silver trim going around the windows and stuff just looks so good. So clean. The mirrors done in rubber, but they look pretty dang good. They're kind of like bullet shaped. Really like that. Also, the door handles and the door lock, or like the keyhole, are done in silver as well, which looks awesome. Mach1 Mustang badging on the side right there. Nice and legible, even with that like bubble type of text that they use. Looks really good. And then here is the front end. You can see that Mustang logo in the front with the red, white, and blue. So cool. Sealed beam headlights outlined in a little bit of silver, which is a nice touch. And they do have a little bit of texturing on them. The one on this side is a little off. Those lines are supposed to be straight up and down, vertical. This one's a little bit sideways, but it's not too terrible. And then there's actually some nice bulb detail behind that lens as well. So really nicely done. The front grille looks good. All the silver trim. Love this air intake on the hood. You got the Ram Air lettering on the side of it in silver. Just so cool. I love these so much. And then the back, you've got this rear wing done in matte black plastic again. Mach1 badging, more of this black striping, and then the taillights look awesome too. That classic triple taillight design that they've always kept on it, which is awesome. Then they've got a little bit of a silver. Is that silver or white? Kind of looks like white, actually. A little bit of a white rectangle in the center of that middle one. They're a little bit off-center and crooked, but they're small enough that you don't really notice unless you are zoomed in way in like we are. And then also the chrome bumper on the back looks super, super cool as well. Exhaust at the bottom, two of them, just little silver tips. Looks awesome. Metal base, of course, and this is a 1971 Ford Mustang. So interesting though, because like they put the year on this one after the model, but they did not put it on this one. Like, why? Why not just put it on both? Because like as far as I can tell, there's not really any differences between these two. They're both the same exact year, same spec, just different paint color. So I don't know why they omitted the 1971 on the box for this one, but either way, it looks really good. These are just awesome. Really, really like them. I'll try to find a Mach1 in this grabber yellow. Throw some photos up with these wheels. And I think you could option these Mustangs with a couple different wheels. Maybe there's a few different versions. So I don't know if I'll be able to find one with these wheels, but I'll find one in grabber yellow, or at least I'll try to show you guys. The paint probably won't look the same because, like I said, it does show up a little bit more vibrant in person. But other than that, it should look pretty damn good. So yeah. Two Mustangs, one of the Shelby variety, one of the classic variety. I really like them. Definitely recommend them if you're into that type of thing. If you're not into them, obviously, these can be skips, but still fun to look at either way. So yeah, that is all I have for you today. Just a couple nice little American muscle cars. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.